Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new video. Finally, it's been a little while, but ready to get back into it. Today we've got Monogram's P-38 Lockheed Lightning. This kit has been around the block a little bit, as you can tell by the telltale sounds of parts floating around. This is actually given to me for review from my father. He has quite a few model kits as well. Nothing like I do, but he does love models himself. He bought this a few years back from Andy's Hobby headquarters in Glendale, Arizona for a measly $10. And from what I can tell, I kind of skimmed through it real quick, and it looks like it's complete. But as we go through it, we'll make sure that we have everything here for him. Anyways, initially, I believe this is a 1964 molding, 1964 or 1965, somewhere around there. This is the 1979 Reebok, so been around a minute. But let's take a look at her. All right, so 1/48 scale unassembled model kit molded in authentic color. Look at one of the long sides here. Shows you a couple of different pictures of the built kit itself. Molded in colored plastic, details may be painted to match photos on box, cement and paint not included. All right, and I think this is one of the biggest reasons for the Reeboks right here is they started putting UPCs on their kits. Kit number 6848, ages 10 through adult. Other side, of course, another looks like a pretty well doctored up picture of a assembled kit. And, of course, all of the fun info about the Lightning itself. All right. This is pretty much the same thing. Let's take a look and see how bad off we are. Of course, there's a lot of tape. There's some really old tape in there, too, even. And right off the bat, we see it's got the old style instructions. Let's take a look at those real quick first, shall we? All right. Well, there is the decals or decals, depending on where you're from. One thing that I always really liked about this kit, and I've built this kit a couple of times before, is it comes with 4 different options. Of course, you can have the fighter bomber version, but it also has parts for the Pathfinder version, photo reconnaissance version, and the P-38M Night Fighter. I like having options. All right, and of course, more info on the plane itself. Looks like copyright 1966 here, but I'm pretty sure the mold's from 64. All right, so very old style monogram instructions. In fact, I'm not even sure if these instructions originally came in this particular kit. I think in 1979 they had already changed to their more standard version that you see all the time in the 70s, 80s, and right up through the 90s for the monogram kits. But I don't know. Maybe this was a holdover. Anyways, important. Please read carefully before you begin assembly. Number 1, of course, is going to be the cockpit assembly with your pilot. Number 2 is canopy assembly. Number 3, we're going to be doing the right and left boom assemblies. Of course, the P-38 being a twin tail aircraft. Then you've got the wing assembly. Looks like the forward bulkhead. And shows you all the different things to drill out for the different versions, like for the J version, open hole for the landing light, holes for rockets, things of that nature. That's one of these big old fold-outs. And number 5, armament doors. Number 6 is going to be your gun assembly. 7, major components assembly. So, of course, you've got your horizontal stabilizer that goes between the 2 twin booms. You've got the armament doors, wheels on your landing gear, things like that. Number 8, this, of course, is all going to be dependent on what version you want to build. But lots of armament there, front of the nacelles, propellers and hubs, things like that. Finishing your model. Also has the different paint colors for the different versions. P-38J black or olive drab, anti-glare. P-38L black or olive drab and anti-glare panels. So lots of different information there for the different versions of the kit itself. Yeah, you've got decals, of course, and decal placement. And the different decal information for the different fighters. So you got like the Night Fighter, Reconnaissance, and the Pathfighter, which I always thought the Pathfighter version was pretty cool. And conversions. Build your lighting to any one of these famous models. The assembly procedures for building the versions listed here is the same as the main assembly procedure, with the exception listed below. It is recommended that you do not attempt these conversions unless you're an experienced model builder. Yeah, see, that's very cool. I love the fact that they give you those as an option. All right. Take a look at these decals. Oof, they are yellow and they are crispy. Looks like April of 1979. Yeah, I don't think these decals survived. Which is kind of understandable. I mean, that was, what, 45 years ago? Completely believable. All right, let's take a look at the clear parts real fast. In a handy Ziploc bag. He might have even put them in the Ziploc bag, seeing that they were loose. Let's take a look here. Nice and clear. Very little distortion. And of course, you have all of the different clear parts for the different versions. There's the Pathfinder nose right there. Very cool. At some point, I might actually buy this kit again for myself and build it as the Pathfinder. Oh, before I get too far into this, thank you everybody who's come along and subscribed to this channel. It's much appreciated. If you haven't done so yet, what you waiting for? Totally free. All right, bottom of both port and starboard wings, and bottom of the fuselage. There's a horizontal assembly. Just like this. Let's see how warped it is. If I remember correctly, these kits were typically a little out of sync with each other. Yeah. It's alright though. Easily fixed. Raised panel lines as usual. Although, again, for being a 1966 mold, pretty well detailed. Lots and lots and lots of rivets. But overall, not a bad kit. Again, especially for the time period. Looks like we've got a blade broken off of one of our propellers. So we've got one pranged up propeller, one good propeller, which of course easily fixable. And we've got one main landing gear. Here's the other one loose in the box. Got the engine inlets, armament door covers. It's like various antennas. Here is one of the booms. I believe this one is probably, I think this is port side, driver's side. Of course, it's kind of hard to tell. They're very identical. Again, not too bad in the detail department. Same thing here, opposite side. Horizontal stabilizer. Got the front of the nacelles. Booms, I guess I should say. Not too shabby. We got some black plastic as well. There's for one of the versions there. And then, of course, you have the two different noses. That one I know is for the fighter bomber. This one is probably for the Pathfinder version. Drop tanks. Pilot barely hanging on there. Not too shabby. Yeah, looks like the back end of the cockpit. Again, as per usual, not a whole lot of detail, but certainly a lot more than you'd expect for the time period. Yeah, we got some rockets. Nose gear cover. Or door, I guess I should say. And what do we have here? So we got some 500-pound bombs. We got your wheels and tires. Fins for the bombs. Radio assortment. See if the other wheel is in here. Yes, it is. Okay, so we've got that. And turbocharger exhaust. I don't remember if that's a turbocharger or a turbo supercharger. I don't remember what they technically call that. If you guys can think of it, throw it out in the comments. I love learning. I love all your comments. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's a great way for everybody to learn. Got some more gear doors here. Of course, it had the tricycle landing gear. That looks like the pilot right there, actually. The other one might be for the Pathfinder. Very good detail for the time period. And this looks like the right and left side of the cockpit. A little bit of detail there. Again, I'm not huge at detailing my kits anymore. If I do, it's going to be done through paint. I just like to build them now, to be honest. Another bomb half, I should say. That right there is one half of the radar boom for the Night Fighter. Let's see, did we have the other half? Let's check it while we're thinking about it. Yeah. Okay, so there's the other half. Looks like it's pretty much complete. There's the bottom of the cockpit. Another bomb half. Looks like ammo belts. The hub. There is the other blade to that broken propeller, which is good. Seat. And oh, I know what that is. That's half of a bomb fin. So, yeah. All right, taking a quick inventory. Looks like it is definitely all there. Again, with this kit, this is just one of those Monogram kits that are absolutely timeless, honestly. Yeah, again, it doesn't have a whole bunch of detail, but there's a whole lot of other detailed parts out there that you can use to add to your kit. But if as far as I'm concerned, it has plenty of detail to make a fun, nice, good-looking kit. And being a 1966 mold, I mean, it's got quite a bit of detail. In the land of when models were mostly just toys, this could be built into a good replica. And I really like the fact that you can build 4 different versions of it. I mean, the fact that you can build the Pathfinder, the Reconnaissance, and Night Fighter version is really, really cool, on top of just the usual fighter version, of course. But important part is tell me down below what you guys think about it. And any information, of course, you can give me and share with the community is greatly appreciated. I certainly don't want to pretend like I know everything, especially about these things. Again, I learn one thing and two things fall out of my other ears. So it's hard to tell what I can remember and what I don't. But hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you did, hopefully I earned your subscription. Uh, Tick the bell to get a notification every single time that I do upload a video. Throw it a thumbs up to get it further into those YouTube algorithms because I am really enjoying this channel. And I really enjoy sharing this with you guys. And I love your feedback. Until next time, love you all. God bless. And we'll see you hopefully very soon. Happy building.